Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. And I've accepted it. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. I will build this bridge and get over it.
Yeah. You know, we all been through something. And I can tell you, I am definitely damaged. Damaged goods. Yeah, you know it. Check it. I'm damaged goods. Return to sender. Many people will not remember what I be coming with, but I'm running quick on the microphone, and my stomach's sick, and I be pushing until there's nothing up in it. I could do this for more than another minute, and I could do this for hours, and I could open my chest, open heart surgery. I'm hopeless bet. I'm a hopeless romantic, because I know that I'm gonna be doing this, and it's tragic. I have to be doing this, and I'm married to game, and you just see how it happens. Well, I had to carry it weight. I carry the weight on my back in my mind. I have to do this in the back of my mind. I have to tell myself to keep on pushing forward. Every time he died, wait, I know I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Building bridges to get over myself. Like I'm an angry troll, I'm knowing myself. Like I got the manual, but I know that I got my habits still. I'm gonna make sure that I'm just pushing up the hill like I'm Sisyphus. I'm doing this the way it needs to be done, so you can see that I'm just pushing towards heaven. And now I'm needing one person to be checking my perspective. Then I can go ahead and check this off my checklist, and I can reassemble it like Voltron, and I can bring it together. And you're wrong if you thinking you can't find your way up out of it, because we imprison ourselves up in our mind. Our habits is killing us every day, slowly or quickly. This is why I'm on this microphone, and you could get me. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. Damaged, damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. Damaged, damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it.
There we go. I knew as soon as I was already ready for it. I was already ready for it. What's going on, Blasted Asses? How's it going, hombre? We got to get you on. We got to get you on Diecast. They added a new Monster Jack thing. We got to get you collecting them clan points. I hope you've been doing well, brother. I hope you had an amazing weekend. Is the music too loud for you guys? Let me know. Hello, Zero. I'm getting some water, buddy. What, you want some water? Where's Maney Main? We got Philip. We got Philip back in action, back in saddle. What's going on, JD Rocks? Sorry I haven't been here. No, not a problem, JD. I've been all kinds of, inactive with visiting my grandpa and stuff. So, I get it. I always, make sure that people understand that I understand. I'm never, I understand that it's never personal. I hope you're doing well, JD. I hope you had an amazing. Plus, you know, you're just a mom. You know, just a mom. You just have a whole ass other human being to be responsible for. Oh, you need me to tighten your taco? Come here. Come here, Zero. Come here. Come here. Fine. This taco will do. Come here. Let me fix your taco suit. He was stretching when I started putting it on him. There you go. Hi, handsome. Get you guys a better Zero angle. Hi, Zero. Whoops, that's not the fucking... Why does it always fucking... I hate this little mouse pad. I need to get my actual mouse back out. Hi, handsome boy. Boop. Oh, so close. You missed. So... As I was saying, you know, you're just responsible for a whole nother ass human being. So, you know, you especially, you get a pass, you get a perma pass, JD, for the next 18 years at least. I think you get a perma pass. Just make sure your daughter ain't no bully. You know, I was over hanging out with Green Eyed Witchy Woman this morning, and she was talking about some all kinds of different stuff actually, but she had you know, mentioned something about bullying and stuff, so it kind of was the thing that I needed to, you know, completely decide. I was kind of going back and forth on a few different things to talk about today, and I pulled her up and was listening to her for a little bit, and I think I'm definitely going to talk about stuff related to that a little bit today. I had a bad weekend. I'm sorry to hear that, blasted asses. Let's do our best to make sure it doesn't turn into a bad week. If you need, we can definitely try to catch up. I know it's been a while. We can definitely try to catch up during during your next break. Full human, yes we do. Hands full, yes we do. But it's all worth it. Definitely, blasted asses. Good. I'm glad you feel that way. Haven't had Faye much. I've had COVID. She had been with her grandparents until Jeremy and I feel better. Well, damn, that's even fucking worse. You guys have COVID and you can't see your baby. Damn. What's up, Cinny? The interview went great, but the next day I think people in his community were saying mean things about me and that he did an interview with me. He got rid of his... What? That, like, doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't understand why he would get rid of his Twitch. That's strange. Weird. I'm sorry to hear that, JD. That really, really sucks. Witchy Woman, Party of 7, welcome in. I'm sorry that happened. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm like appalled. Manny Main, here's your boy Philip. Your boy Philip has made his way back into our hearts, back into our lives, back into my life. Witchy Woman, Party of 7, thank you guys for coming in. I know Witchy Woman is tired AF, so I'm going to drop this knowledge bomb real quick. What's up, Ferdum? How are you feeling? Dragon of Hatred, Manny Main, how are you gentlemen and women's doing? Apparently people just giving him a lot of shit, and he was done with it. Dang. It made me mad too. It definitely makes you mad, but it makes me more like sad and upset than anything. Like, I feel like getting mad is just like what they would want. You know what I mean? Like, if you get mad, you're just giving people what they want. To a certain degree, like at a certain extent, you know, when it's time to get mad, like, don't get me wrong, get mad and shit, and it definitely is time for you to get mad, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you not to be mad, like, it's not my situation. If it was my situation, I'd be pissed, you know, so I understand, JD, like, I'm not telling you not to be mad, that's fucked up, that's super duper fucked up. Yo, Bloosh, don't bully my emotions, I'll bully your, never mind. I'm like always mad. Hey, that's not a bad thing. I mean, it might not be the most healthy thing, but hey, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm just going to be here to talk about it with you if you want. You know, we just are here to talk about whatever comes up, comes up in my mind or comes up in the live. So if Bloosh wants to talk about how I'm bullying his emotions, I'll hear him out. Otherwise, I'm going to just keep on bullying him. Why you have so much clothes? Well, you see, I cannot seem to find the bikini. Also, the taco suit always makes an appearance, but I have it extra. You know, on the last couple of days. Can't risk showing too much skin. Good morning, wonderful, amazing Raiders. When you mess with Carl Papa, Twitch is the only place I don't get bullied. Well, hey man, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Drago, because Dragon, because freaking, you know, some people, just like drama, some people think that like bullying just stops, you know, at a certain age, but it really doesn't. And this isn't something that I feel like a lot of us aren't already aware of, but this morning when I was hanging out in Green Eye Witchy Woman's chat, if you guys don't know, more often than not, she is up in the mornings before my stream, usually I believe 2 hours before I go on. She streams for, you know, usually, you know, about 2 hours, and I was watching her, hanging out with her while I was, you know, taking care of the animals, getting ready for my morning and stuff, and she had dropped like a bomb about bullying. She wasn't even really like doing her whole live on that one subject, but it really just kind of, you know, inspired me to touch on it and stuff today. And the line was, "Children who don't know how to control their emotions project their hurt on other people." And that's a Green Eye Witchy fucking original, so she deserves a shout out and a half right there. I'll fucking do that myself. She gets the personal taco shout out. No, I'm just teasing. Not really, but it's not as big a deal as I was making it, but I wasn't teasing because I actually did it. Alright, let me make sure that I catch up in my chat here so don't get too far behind. Digital world amazing, yet more noticeable in real life. So strange. Life is strange. Well, a lot of times people will bully you just because they know they can. You know, that's one of the reasons, and this is actually, again, you know, Witchy Woman is fucking star of the show today because she said another really, she made another really amazing point, and I agree with her 100%. You know, when she was talking about it, I was just like, right on, Witchy Woman, like, proud of you, because, you know, I just don't let other people's opinions, negative opinions, affect me, or I do my best not to. I'm not going to say that I don't, because obviously, you know, we all have some fucking weak moments, but, you know, doing your best to not let people bully you or you know, make you feel down about yourself, or, you know, make you, you know, second guess. I'm not going to say make you second guess, because, you know, it never hurts to have somebody, you know, they're checking up on you, making sure that you're making the right moves and whatnot, but which you were definitely right on point with a lot of different stuff, and corporate bullying as well. I'm glad you guys are bringing that up, because I was thinking about it, but I hadn't actually, you know, decided how I was going to bring it to light yet. And there is no way I can get a hold of him to see what happened. I have to go off of what a few people have told me. I have another interview this week, and now I'm second guessing doing it. Just disappointed the community for this shit. Well, it would be his community, not your community. Some people just are toxic, you know, it's really, really shitty. And that's kind of why I just, like, will sometimes give people, like, a second chance when they're being assholes. And, like, if they, like, say something rude about me, I tell you guys, like, yo, like, I'm here to play ball until I fucking... Now, if they're pissing one of you guys off, that's another story. If they're picking on one of you guys, that's a total another story. You guys didn't sign up for that shit. What's up, Coomer Knight? So you're going by to Perfect Taco now, nerd. That's been my name for a while. Haha, what's up? It's Tanner. I don't think I knew anybody named Tanner. That never existed. I knew a lot of losers, but not anybody named Tanner. Welcome in, Coomer Knight. That's so hilarious. If he would have actually gotten, like, a name correct, I might have been... I definitely never liked anybody named Sarah. That's super duper funny. Nice one. That was a nice try. It's funny how that happened. I knew that was going to happen with me putting bullying in the title, which is funny. Also, that was a good one. That was definitely a good one. Now I feel like a real asshole. It was a good one. Not only was it was hilarious, but I was literally just talking about how sometimes like people come in and will like target me, and I'd always like tell like mods and stuff like, don't fucking like worry about it. Like if they're coming at me, like, you know, hold your fire. Like you know, you start making fun of, you know, our friends and stuff, it's a different story. But you come at me and shit, like I was just talking about, like, I'm here to play ball, and then you come in like, what's up, nerd? It's Tanner from high school. And I was like, I never even knew a Tanner. And if I did, I would have bullied him because his name was Tanner. No, I'm just playing. Very valid point. No, you're fine. You're fine. I was almost like, do I even want to give this guy a chance? And I was like, fuck it. Like, that was honestly, like, decently funny. That was good. Like, I gotta give it to him. Cyberbullying, though, you know, if I wasn't such a fucking stand-up individual, if I really did get bullied by a kid named Tanner and had a crush on a girl named Sarah, I'd probably be heartbroken and have blue balls both at the same time right now. No, that was messed up, but I'm a messed up individual. Some things do never change, Tanner. It's good. It was good catching up. That's so funny. Do you know what happened? Let's see. Cindy says, don't let people bring you down. Do the interview. Yeah, definitely. I would do the interview. JD, and if you need to talk, you know, about anything, if you maybe want to go over some stuff. I didn't get to catch the interview. Obviously, I wasn't there. But if you maybe want to talk and go over, maybe figure out some of the reasons that they were, you know, giving him a hard time for doing the interview. Some people are just going to give people a hard time no matter what. Insert Coomer Knight. Some people are just going to give you a hard time no matter what, and the way that you react to it makes a difference between, oh, hey, am I going to let this guy bully me, or am I just going to say, hey, what's up, bro? Like, I hope you're having a good day. I don't know what your deal is, but hopefully you're not a dick tomorrow. Like, you know, not that he was being a dick. He was trolling a little bit, you know, some harmless trolling. Could have been harmful if, you know. No, I don't think so. I think he came back with the fucking copy and paste thing quick enough. What's up though, Coomer Knight? What's your end game here, hombre? If you don't mind sharing. A taco to an internet troll. I would love to know, you know, what do you just usually hope you find people who got bullied by a kid named Tanner? Is that what you're going for? I'm just teasing, but like, I'm curious. Do you just fuck with people in different ways, and that was just how you decided to fuck with people today? I don't mind. You can come in and fuck with me from time to time if it makes you feel better. It's as long as you keep it fucking guideline appropriate and don't make it like hate speech related, you know. Cyberbullying or real bullying, it all sucks, so please don't. Definitely blasted asses, you know, but it's something that we have to face head on sometimes. It's something we have to be able to deal with. Whether or not, it's not something that we should have to deal with, but it's something that if we just cry about it and block and delete every person who says their name is Tanner and they're fucking my ex-crush from high school, then we never give ourselves a chance to not be a little bitch, you'll get, I guess. Not completely, but like, you gotta be able to punch back. You know, you gotta be able to say, like, it's one thing to block somebody and be the bigger person, but it's another thing to hit back. Because, you know, in this example, fucking what's his name? He might talk, he might not, he might be worth coming in, he might not. But the point is, the way that I reacted to him versus, you know, just blocking him, he literally was like, oh, my bad. Like, and I don't know, I have to give everybody a chance if they're going to be willing to fucking, especially because, you know, not even on the level of blasted asses of having to deal with it, but how the fuck do you expect to stop it? By force? Because that's not going to work. You know, if somebody's, you know, trying to be malicious, which I would hope that Coomer isn't just trying to be malicious to people, blocking him's not going to stop it. Might stop him from being malicious to us, but he'll go be malicious to somebody else. You know. So I just try to give people a chance, because some people just feel like nobody will give them a chance, and when you do, it can just change somebody's mindset on certain things. So some people don't deserve a chance. Some people, you know, need to pay for things that they've done. But you know, if people who haven't, you know, wronged me personally, or the people that I loved, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, usually. Let's catch up in the chat. It is a slippery slope, and it's hard to assess, blasted asses. It really is. You're totally right. You know, it's better to not. But if we do have to deal with it, it's better to deal with it with a grain of salt than to just, you know, blocking the problem doesn't make it go away. You know what I mean? Zero! Super critical of a person's every action can move quickly from I want you to do better into bullying. Definitely, Dragon of Hatred. There's a difference between being critical and being super critical. Well, you shouldn't be being super critical in general. In general, you know, you shouldn't be super critical. I try my best not to be critical. If any of you guys ever feel like I'm being critical, what's up, everybody? It's Critical. He's funny. I stopped watching him, but I've seen him blow up. I've seen some of his like newer stuff just like pop up. I don't even know if he's going by the same name anyway. Regardless of whose community it is, Twitch should be a loving, accepting space for people. So I'm angry, but it'll be okay. And you guys are right. I'll do my next interview Saturday. Well, it's not just Twitch, JD. It's the world. You know, anything online, anything is just, you know, the same that stuff is in everyday life. You know, people are going to judge you, think differently of you for the color of your hair, or if you have an earring in, or, you know, what your facial hair looks like. People are going to judge you if you wear glasses, or the way you act. You know, people who don't know what you've been through, they're going to judge you without even giving you a second thought, and it's shitty. But it's not worth letting you fucking get bothered by it. You know, like what you woman said, these are people who don't know how to control their emotions, so all they can do is project their hurt on other people. So yeah, it sucks having people just maliciously project their fucking hurt on you, but at the end of the day, it's not personal. I know that it feels personal, and there's no reason that you should have to deal with it, but just realize that it's not personal. It's because they just fucking suck as people and don't know how to control their emotions. Don't know how to face shit that they've dealt with. And it doesn't give them a fucking excuse, but it should at least give you a peace of mind. You know what I mean? Like, it should be a nice foothold in boosting your confidence back up after, you know, they did something so fucking shitty. Because it definitely was a shitty thing, and it's going to make you feel shitty for a little while, but, you know, that's where it stems from, you know, something that we talk about often, like forgiveness. I'm going to go check on Zero. Forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you. What? What are you doing? Are you being a bad dog? You being a bad boy? Come here. Come here. Hi. What's up? How are you doing? I was petting you and everything, and then you left me. You never want attention when I'm trying to give it to you. Isn't that true, my little taco dog? Manny Man, I hope you're doing well. Let's see here. All bullying in general is downright rude and ignorant. Nobody needs to go through it. I agree, blasted asses. I thought you said you can come in and fuck me. Yep, definitely. I leave the room. No time for kid games. We grown adults. Yep, and I leave the room. No time for kid games. We grown adults. Yeah, definitely. You know, that's why it's important. Well, blasted asses, it's important to differentiate the difference between bullying and a harmless, you know, joke or you know, somebody just, you know, like you said, you leave the room, but I'm to the point where I'm gonna confront the shit that I disagree with. You know, I'm done running from it. And I never really have. You know, I've always been the type of person to you know, stand up for other people, but I had a hard time standing up for myself. But I don't know. What's up, DJ Lumps? How can bullying be personal when they don't even know you? Most people don't even know themselves. Bars, DJ Lumps. Blasted Ass has got to leave the room, which means I need to remind you guys that if you haven't already, and if it is the time, it's take your fucking meds time. Take your fucking meds time. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Say there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds, or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds, or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. Take your meds. Eat some food. Brush your hair. Brush your teeth. JD with some of the new tacos. I'm definitely not justifying bullying of any type. I hope that everybody knows that. Much love, all you amazing people. Bullying can come in quiet forms too. Did you add soap to that, or did you put it on high on things they know you know how to do? It can be hurtful. Don't ignore it. Gotcha, not blasted asses. Dragon of Hatred. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you know, it can definitely come in different forms. But I think that it all stems, you know, no matter what form, you know, we refer to, which good call, blasted asses, bringing up another one. It all stems from people not knowing how to communicate. You know, some people don't even know how to have a conversation, let alone figure out their emotions, communicate, you know, their feelings and shit. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, Dragon of Hatred. Sometimes you just have to confront the situation. You know, you can't just be quiet or avoid the situation. Sometimes, you know, you can't be mad. You can't be angry, because they're not going to respond to that. It's going to just make you the aggressor. You have to find a way to not be the aggressor in the situation, you know, especially when it's a silent type like that. You know, figure out a nice way to you know, pull them aside, you know, maybe in a moment where it's not heated like that. You know, maybe take the time, you know, after a shift one day to you know, pull them back and say, hey, like, just so you know, I don't appreciate this. Or, you know, whatever else. There's a multitude of ways that you could go about it. But just try to avoid the hatred. The hatred. Telling Dragon of Hatred to avoid the hatred. I need some water after that one. Am I being super critical right now? I probably should shut up right now and just listen. I'm sorry, brother. You know that I don't mean anything by it, and I'm just always trying to help, even in times where I probably shouldn't. JD with some warp emotes. We got JD with the elephant tacos. We got Cindy with some tacos. Dr. Three Balls hanging around. What's going on, Cindy? Thank you for the stretch reminder. I always get a nice little stretch in before I walk Zero, and during my walk with Zero. I try to stretch a little bit all throughout the day, but I always like a good reminder. Ooh. It lets me see where my stuff is too. Muscular wise. Some of my like muscle, as I've been telling you guys, my shoulders and stuff, my muscles are finally starting to shift back to where they're supposed to be. So this is excitement. Also, now that I remembered, because Dr. Three Balls is in here, believe it or not, guys, I know that you have coffee, you have water, some of you eat breakfast or take your meds, but the best part of waking up is taco in your butt. Moving forward, Dragon of Hatred says, you know you're not Taco. I put those things out there to expand my mind. Yours and everyone's here. That's why I throw my dirty laundry at you and hypothetical things your way. Someone somewhere will feel something spark that thought process. Perfect, Dragon of Hatred. I'm glad that you feel that way, because that's exactly my thoughts on the subject. I never try to overstep or anything. I always just try to do exactly what you said. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate you, my man. There's a lot of hatred flowing through me currently. I got my baseball bat pre-meditation in Decon 5 mode. Oh shit, Three Balls. Listen, between you and Dragon of Hatred, I think that there is enough hatred in this room to make me fear for my corn-shelled life. Hatred, I feel like, is a huge cause of bullying. When we're talking about not being able to control your emotions, and just the other day we were talking about, what are some of the hardest emotions to control. That is, something that we talked about not more than a couple of days ago. Hatred and anger being the one that everybody said was the hardest to control. So anybody who is plugging in, playing along today, what are some ways that you calm your mind? One of the triggers, when somebody's fueling, is you never want to tell them to calm down. Put that on the do not list. If you tell somebody to calm down, that's why I switched it to calm your mind. As soon as I said calm, I was like, oh shit. I was like, we've got a dragon and somebody with 3 balls in here. If I don't save this, I'm going to get fried and fucked. But for me, I have to say, music and video games are huge for me. Being able to listen to music depending on my mood, that's why I fucking love just some heavy ass shit. As much as it almost doesn't make sense, one of the only things that has truly fucking helped me to quit raging is to fucking rage a little. Like, some people don't get it, and it's like I understand it's a bold strategy, and for some people it might just like fuel the fire even more, but maybe sometimes you gotta fucking fuel the fire to make sure you burn all the wood. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, if you haven't tried it yet, I fucking recommend it. Music, video games too, like I said, that's just always been a coping mechanism for me. That's been something that I've used to help with a bevy of emotions. So, for me, those two things are up there. And having somebody to talk to, just knowing that you have somebody to talk to. You don't even have to talk to them, but just knowing that you're not fucking alone is like I can't tell you guys how many things that like I've been going through, and then I'm like, I just think about like some of the amazing people that I've gotten to know, and I'm like, I feel fucking better. Like, I don't even need to reach out because, I fucking reached out mentally. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. A lot of hatred. With our powers combined, we are the 3-ball dragon. of hatred. Oh man, Philip, I need backup. Could you wet my whistle, Philip? Whistle, Philip, let me know. You've got that handsome mustache and you know I'm a hoe. I could put your straw inside me and I'll sip real slow. Would you wet my whistle, Philip? Whistle, Philip. Here we go. Would you guys believe me if I told you that I just made that up on the spot? Because I really did. Never even considered that as a thing. And I'm proud of myself. Oh. Sometimes you just need to bring your angry level to the music level just to calm down. That's fair, Cindy. That's fair. You know, it's at least a start. You know, you can always bring yourself down literally, you know, slowly make it a little less heavy music, make it a little less, you know, volume. You could literally try to like Pavlov's dog yourself into fucking calming down with like the level or the intensity of the music. I'm not saying it's something that I did intentionally, but now that I'm thinking about it, that might fucking music might act. I may have Pavlov's dog myself with music in general. You know, if I'm listening to certain stuff, like if I'm in a certain mood and I listen to certain shit, like it switches my mood. Like if I listen to a certain song, like even if it doesn't switch my mood completely, like while I'm like jamming out to that song, like it brings back like memories and shit. It's ridiculous, you know? Good, Manny Main. I'm glad. I was hoping you were here for that. I was hoping you were here, Manny Main. Of all people, my baby daddy. Guys, if you don't know, Philip was birthed by Manny Main. We had a competition, our first ever giveaway, sponsored by the lovely Amy Canna, and we did a tournament-style voting for the name of Philip, for the name of my taco cup. So I got to give a shout out to the always lovely, the always entertaining Manny Main. Boom, 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 boom. It was so awesome again to come and see you, brother. It was super, super awesome. I can't wait to do it again. You know, we'll definitely make sure that it's better planned out, and now that I know, you know, where you're at and everything, and you know where you are in relation to my grandpa and stuff, we'll definitely make sure that we make it work and everything. It was super, super cool to fucking get to see you. There's things out there to fulfill oneself. Let's see what he said first. Taco games do it. It definitely does. I'm lucky enough to have a few jobs. One is a bouncer, and sometimes people deserve it. Not encouraging violence, but justice. Very true. That's awesome, because, you know, sometimes physical shit helps. You know, that's why some people run. That's why some people hit a bag. You know, some people hit their own bag. Some people hit a fucking punching bag. Some people work as a bouncer and can hit a few fucking punching bags. People do definitely deserve it sometimes. You know, you sometimes have to resort to violence, and you have to be ready for it, because some people won't give you a choice. And I'm not encouraging violence, but if somebody, you know, punches you in the face 3 times, are you gonna just fucking stand there? Are you gonna turn around and run and let them punch you in the back of the head? Or are you gonna fucking get a fair one on, as Neighbor Jim would say? Shout out to Al Mal and Neighbor Jim. I met Neighbor Jim a couple of times, and that makes that story that much more like entertaining. Not entertaining, like entertaining on his part in a good way, but on the, you know, part of the whole story in a bad way, because that was crazy. And that's honestly, I'm glad that I thought about that, because that's a perfect example of bullying as well. You know, that kid thought that he could just go in and bully this elderly individual because he had a fucking strap on him, you know? You turn around and say thank you. You know, Cindy, I'm not saying that you can't get away with not fighting back right away, and you can also, that's why I'm glad that I definitely would have the ability in that situation to like subdue somebody. I feel like I could just like put them in a submission and like fucking keep them there. If they get too aggressive, just fucking bounce their head off the floor or something once or twice, slow them down a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna just stomp somebody's nose into the fucking into the back of their skull. Yes, I understand being bullied. I really don't want to pop my buddy's eyeball out with my thumb, but I'm tired of being treated like a punk just because I'm a nice guy. Dr. Three Balls, I've been there, and I don't know to what extent you've had to deal with it, but I'm sorry that you've had to deal with it. You know, being the nice guy doesn't always give you the greatest result, but it does at least, you know, give you ammo. You know, you can't say that you didn't try. You know, when you give people extra chances, you can't say that, you know, when you should react aggressively and you don't for so long. Even when you try to say in a non-aggressive way, like, hey, I don't like this, could you please stop? And they, you know, continue the shitty behavior. You have no choice but to lose your cool. You have no choice but to be the bad guy. In my greatest fucking Mal voice, I'll be the bad guy if that means you're gonna get your fucking shit together. Like... Oh, I like this song. Not sure what I wouldn't do to get my hands all over Manny Man. He just drives me so insane. I want to give him my big pickle. He's not sure what I'd go insane if I got my hands on Manny Man. I'd touch the inside of his brain with my meaty candy cane. Drop the mic. That one I could believe I made up on the spot. Sometimes you just need to stand out to yourself. Dose. Doesn't matter how old you are, people should show their respect. Definitely, Cindy. You know, respect is something that we talk about very often. You know, from a young age, a lot of adults think that kids should just respect them, which is true, but you need to respect them. And a kid doesn't know any better. An adult should. So, you know, disrespecting people is bullying. You know, if you're disrespecting somebody, you're a bully. I don't care if you don't agree within reason, you know, with who they are or what they believe in. You know, if you're gonna disrespect somebody, then you gotta fucking watch out. You know, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. And if it's about something that really doesn't matter, then it really shouldn't fucking bother you that much, you know. But the bottom line is if we have a problem with people, we need to figure out how to tell them. Because if we have a problem with somebody, acting a certain type of way doesn't help anybody involved. You know, you just gotta face your problem sometimes, you know. And if it's not a problem, you know, if somebody's, you know, me and my friends group, like, we'll fuck with each other, you know, to the point where, like, some people might be like, oh shit, like, that was rude, but, like, that's just, like, how we, like, fuck with each other, you know. Like, we would give each other the shirt off of our fucking back, but if I didn't have my buddy Dave's name in my phone as something incredibly inappropriate, then he wouldn't be one of my fucking boys, you know what I mean? I've been there. Doesn't matter how nice you are. People sometimes think just because you are nice, you look so young, treat you like shit sometimes. Sometimes you're right, Cindy, and that's why, you know, I wouldn't say that it's being nice that is the problem. I would say that it's being too nice or giving too much, or like you said, you know, if they see that you're young, if they think that you are, you know, easily manipulated, you know, they'll try to push their ideals onto you. You know, once you show people that you're not easily manipulated, they lose interest. They lose interest very quick. So, you know, whether you're being bullied or fucking, you know, somebody at work is just trying to, you know, treat you a certain type of way, you know, being able to punch back in like a mental way, especially when somebody's like, you know, bothering you, like, you know, somebody had mentioned, like, you know, in their like, you know, kitchen type of setting, you know, they're gonna harp on you for forgetting stuff, you know, make second guessing every move you make, second guess every move they make, give them a taste their own medicine. Do that, you know, think about, you know, all of that's why I always say, like, don't look for advice from people, rather look for other mindsets, other ideas, because just from, you know, talking and thinking, you know, that's the second thing that, you know, I've considered, you know, as an idea, and everybody has their own mindset, their own thing that they think might work, might not, and that's why I think that, like, being passive aggressive is and isn't a good thing, because obviously at its core, you know, it's probably not a good thing, but when you're dealing with something like, you know, somebody second guessing you and stuff, and you just know that they're doing it in a way that you can't be the aggressor, and you don't know how to talk to them without, but at the end of the day, you should try to find a way to talk to them about it. But maybe if you can't, and that's all you can do, you know, just to stop you from blowing the fuck up on them one of these days, maybe that's what will spark a conversation. Maybe you'll say something, and maybe they'll be like, what do you mean by that? And then you'll be like, well, you're reminding me to do this every fucking other day. Like, I figured maybe you needed a reminder too. I was just trying to part of the crew. Like, be a smartass a little bit. Like, maybe not. Okay, don't be a smartass. Don't be passive aggressive. I told you guys I'm an asshole, right? I've said this before. I'm working on my own shit as well. My bro's name in my phone is Ugly Fuck. I can't even tell you guys what my friend's name is in my phone, because it probably would be considered hate speech. Not hate speech, but, like, you know what I mean. He answered with, hey hooker, what you want? I always say something about him being ugly. Then the convo starts. It's like a transaction. That's so funny. I don't have nothing like that, but that's hilarious. My one buddy, he just always had a nickname. He was a little bit bigger, and he was just a goofball. So we just had like a funny nickname. We all had like funny nicknames. Like, I was fucking again, Jay. Well, I'll give you the PG-13 version. I was Jay Schlong. Obviously, there's one that rhymes with Jay Schlong. You know, that was the non-PG version. Fuck you, you're not an asshole, you dick. Hey, okay, I'm not always an asshole, but I can be an asshole. I wasn't degrading myself when I said that, so I apologize, guys. I know we talk about, you know, positive fucking affirmations, and if you catch yourself saying something negative about yourself, you're correcting yourself, but I didn't mean I was an asshole. I meant that I'm an asshole, you know? Like, we all have to be able to admit that sometimes we're just assholes. Because acceptance is one of the first steps to fucking recovery or something like that, right? So, it just makes sense on a molecular level to own up to it every once in a while. That doesn't mean that I'm an asshole, but every now and then, I'm an asshole. Sometimes I don't handle stuff the right way, but shit, I'll be damned if I'm not trying. This right here is the reason I love your ass. You can't even see my ass. Oh, you don't mean my ass. You mean my okay, okay. Not my asshole, but you love my asshole. Okay, I got you. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm illin' what you're grilling. I'm scooping what you're pooping. Insane Joel. Insane hole. What's going on? What's going on? Yo, if you don't pronounce, if Jose is Jose, and does that mean that Joel is whole? I'd get inside that hole. No, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not that sorry. Sorry, adjacent. This right here is the reason I love you. I've seen it. You left your cam on that one night. How do you think I got all those views? Oh man. So Insane Joel, yes, we were talking about bullies before assholes became the topic of discussion. These things happen very fast here. There's a difference between calling somebody an asshole and calling somebody an asshole. There's a difference between a harmless bout of fucking internet troll, you know, or whatever, joking around, or people who are going to try to toe that line, you know, kind of like how somebody would you know, passive aggressively try to remind somebody to do something that they know they've already done. Maybe it's not passive aggressive. Maybe they really are just trying to remind you. Maybe something's wrong with them where they feel they need to remind you. Maybe you forgot a couple of times and they need to know that you got it, you know. But a lot of times people will, I even said myself, you know, passive aggressiveness sometimes is a necessity. And that was wrong, you know. I feel like it is a necessity sometimes, but that's just still not a right way to think, you know. You should try to not do that. At least I feel like I should try to not do that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm, you know, it's one of the things that I'm definitely working on. Because I want to be able to just make sure that I can be like, hey, and not be passive aggressive. I want to be able to find a way to be like, hey, sometimes you can't though. I was going to tie that into something, but then my mind fucking left me. Insane hole. Back to the topic though. Sadly, there always will be bullying, but there's always people or groups. This is both what will support and listen to you. Very true, very true. And, you know, as we had already covered, you know, bullying doesn't come from a personal place, usually. Until you get into things like hate speech and, you know, massive hate, you know, hate for people's ideals and morals and things like that, then it gets personal, at least a little bit. But, you know, it's all about what fight you're going for, you know, which one is the one that is your line and stuff. And a lot of people, I feel like, fight for things and have such a negative opinion on certain people because they feel one way that just makes no sense. What's up, Still No Pickles? Thank you very much for the biddies. May or may not be some of the first love of the live. Not some of the first love, because we've got all kinds of love, but some of the first biddies and or subs. What's going on, Pickles? How are you feeling? I'm guessing you may or may not have came through with the Witchy raid. Shout out again to Green Eye Witchy Woman, giving me the inspiration to talk about, you know, bullying and stuff today. Shout out to the lovely Witchy. Yes, if anybody wants to let us know what you got going on today, please do. We're talking about bullying. We still have just over an hour, and we talked about the topic at hand a little bit more than usual at the beginning because I didn't get harassed by the animals somehow. Weird. I think the pup is still tired out from his weekend. What do I got going on today? I have an appointment, so that's fun. I'm sure I have to make some calls and figure some stuff out. I'm finally getting like everything in order after vacation and finally like settling back in. So this week will be nice, hopefully, knock on wood. You know, I've been really trying to go in with the best mindset, you know, even if I'm not necessarily feeling the best physically or mentally. I've been doing a lot better. You know, you guys see a lot more of the positive than you see of the negative, obviously, but you guys really only get to see, you know, 2 hours a day, and then any bit of you know, here and there that I'm in, you know, people's chats, and it's definitely been a process. It's definitely been a struggle, but I've definitely seen, you know, at least a little bit of progress in my physical as well as in my mental, and I'm really gonna keep on pushing hard at that. So super shout out to all of you guys. You know, one of the things that Witchy Woman had talked about in regards to bullying was the fact that if you don't let shit affect you, if you don't let people's opinion of you give you a second fucking thought, like, why would you care about what this person thinks? It sucks that somebody could be that hateful, that ignorant, that rude, whatever. But why do you actually care? Why is it making you upset? They're bullying you because they don't know how to control their emotions, but you're upset because you don't know how to control yours. You can't talk to them in a healthy way because you don't know how to control yours. So at what point is it just an endless cat and mouse game until one of us decides to grow the fuck up? And I don't think it's going to be the fucking bully or the manipulator or the liar. You know, I think that we're going to have to the cat's going to have to stop chasing in order for the mouse to stop running. Or vice versa. Maybe we're the mouse, because I feel like in most cases, you know, the people who try to be nice, the people who try to give people an extra chance, or who try to go about things the right way, usually are the ones that get bit. So, you know, it's always a risk, but you just got to make sure that you stop somewhere that you have some protection, that you fucking thought of all possibilities, you know, that you were ready, that you prepared for that situation enough in your head that you'll be ready for anything that it throws at you. And only you know when that time's going to happen. You know, if you have somebody bothering you in your life, you know, if you have somebody that you feel like might be, you know, trying to, you know, bullying you mentally or emotionally or physically or in, you know, silently in any way, you know, figuring out how to control your emotions and approach the situation in a healthy way is something that's extremely difficult to do, but it's something that people just don't think about as an option by nature. You know, we are automatically a eye for eye, blood for blood, tooth for tooth type of animalistic instinct, instead of just fucking figuring out what the issue is, if there is one. What about bullying in a relationship? Well, that definitely exists. What about bullying in a relationship? You know, it definitely exists. It's something that, you know, has been a problem in history, and I'm sure will continue to be a problem throughout the rest of existence, unfortunately. You know, physical and mental abuse, you know, whether it's a relationship or even, you know, children. You know, some children and stuff get abused as well by their parents, which is way worse. If you're gonna hit somebody, it should be somebody of the same fucking gender, and you're a pussy if it's not. But if you're hitting somebody who's a child, like, in a way other than, like, you know, smacking them on the ass, you know, hitting their hand when they fucking deserve it, like, on a rare occasion, like, it shouldn't be your daily driver by any means. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with giving your kid's hand a smack or giving them a swat on the ass or something. Like, you shouldn't be hitting them in the face and shit. Like, that's just my 2 cents. But you know, there's a difference between punishment and abuse. I gotten smacked in the mouth a couple of times, and that's why I don't think you should hit your kids in the face. If people are like, why do you flinch? And I'm like, because I got smacked in the mouth one too many times as a kid, but I probably deserved it some of the times. I'm outside, also in my sitting area, LOL, a little sanctuary where I get away from the world. Joel, is that out by your little turtley friends? Cleaning outside sitting area. Nice, Cindy. I just did that yesterday. Guys, make sure you do that as well if you're looking for, tools, tips, tricks. If you see that it's a nice day out, I know that sometimes you can't muster up the energy to go out for a walk or anything, but if you've got like a porch or an area or any type, just go out and sweep up, sweep off the debris and leaves that flew up over the last couple of days, and let the sun hit your fucking scalp. Get some vitamin D. Like, no puns, no jokes intended. Like, that's the one that comes from the sun, right? Vitamin D. Vitamin C is the orange juice, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, bullying in a relationship is definitely something that happens. It definitely happens, and there's a lot of different forms, just like in any relationship, whether it's a father-daughter relationship, or a lover's relationship, or a friendship, even like we were talking about. Navy Psychonaut, what's going on, my brother? I missed another cooking stream because I'm a piece of shit. I'm not a piece of shit. I just didn't see the notification if I got one, and I missed it. So my bad. I'm not going to make excuses and call myself a name. I just fucking missed it. So my bad, homie. I hope it went well. But 2 different female friends taking shelter at my domicile because my so-called homeboys, known 20 plus years, are on some BS. One stole the 3-month-old, disappeared, locked the mom out, and the dogs are still in there. Haven't been out in 2 days. I would break into the house at that point. The other homeboy apparently liked to... Wow. Bro. Well, you know what the fuck sucks, Dr. Three Balls? Is whether or not you're at the end of rope or you're not, you have to hang on. What other fucking choice do you have? You've got 2 ladies and, potentially, children coming to you for, safe haven. I understand that you're at the end of your rope, and that's fucking ridiculous, dude. I've got no words other than what fucking choice do you have but to hang on, bro. Wow. Going to my point that I don't make often, but some people do not deserve extra chances, thought, effort. And I'm sorry that you have to deal with people like that, brother. That's a very hard, road to travel. It's easy to talk about fucking being kind and stuff until you get faced with a situation like that. That's fucking crazy. What's going on, Amir? You don't check your DMs. I check my DMs, I just can't check them as soon as I get them. I did see that he was live later in the evening, when I had checked, my notifications in my DMs and whatnot. Cinny, I do check my DMs, I just can't be on them 24/7, I try to at least check them a couple of times a day. I'm all out, homies, with a barren fuck field. Hey, your field of fucks can yield no crop. That does not mean thine soil is dry, young balls. It did. Good. I know Navy Psychonaut. I know that a lot of people have been very excited about them. I know that when I was doing my cooking streams, people enjoyed them. I was doing them on Sundays. Something that I might, bring back once it's something that I'm comfortable planning and stuff. I just have so much other shit that I've been having to try to focus on, which is another reason why I've been scarce in a lot of other people's lives, and most of you guys understand, why, and understand, that. So appreciate everybody, but that doesn't mean that, I'm going to out myself. I really, really did want to, or give myself an out rather than, I'm not outing myself. I'm not going to give myself an out. I really did want to catch your stream. I wanted to catch JD's stream too, and I didn't fucking catch either one. So, I just, I had some other stuff that I had to try to keep my mind on and stuff. Cindy shared and fall asleep. I think I effed up. Uh-oh, Amir, what did you do? Hey, Trix, how's it going? Did you see me saying he's live? Cindy, yes, I believe I did. I believe I saw it. I just sometimes have a hard time differentiating messages from Discord. Cindy, you and me usually message in Discord, so when I check your messages, I also usually is the same time that I check my, my Discord and Al's Discord. And usually that's, I'll do that, and then I'll take a little bit of break because, reading, any messages from those three places, plus I'm checking DMs from, TikTok or whatever platform we're on right now, Twitch, then it's just a lot of reading for me and stuff, so I'll have to take a little break. But I definitely saw that he was live, but it wasn't until, 3 hours later and he wasn't live anymore, and I was upset with myself. But I know that I'll catch one eventually. I wasn't upset with myself on a level of, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'll catch one soon. Navy Psychonaut, I really appreciate you coming in and checking me out, and just being a really, really awesome part of the community for everybody. I always see you showing people love and stuff, and I always like to return the favor when I can. So, definitely a huge shout out to Navy Psychonaut for taking a step out there out of his comfort zone and switching up what he's doing on stream a little bit. Not just doing the gaming, but also cooking, because it's something that he's very passionate about. It's something that he loves and enjoys, and it gives him a chance to connect with the people who love him a little bit better. Oh, good. You have a little screen time to avoid headache. Yeah, now that I've been getting better, I've been noticing a little bit of a correlation. So I have to definitely go through, the certain steps too. It's one of the reasons why I almost never stare at the chat, and I'm almost always a little bit behind in the chat here. I try not to let myself get too far behind, but I do whatever I need to do. Make sure you guys are staying hydrated. We're talking about bullying today, Amir. Is that name Boga? I can't really read it. That's the only problem when it pops up. I need to change the font or have something pop up behind it, because I can't always read it. I could always just wait until they chat. I could also probably have my other phone up now that I'm back and stuff. That's just the only main reason why I stopped doing the two phones is because I found out how to change this up a little bit better so that I could see on it, and it was just another screen, another thing to mess with, another thing to turn on and keep charged. So that's just one of those little things that I have to cut out in order to be able to show people the love and support that I do show. Bogdis, what's going on? Amir, what happened? Oh, there it is. I booked a hotel, and it's for families and couples only. Why is it a problem? Are you not a family or a couple? Can you scan a QR code real quick? I don't know about all that. I'm getting better every day. It's a slow climb, but progress is better than laying stagnant. Well said, Insane Jewel. Well said. You've been doing amazing. You've been doing amazing things. I'm excited to watch your journey unfurl. I saw some of your turtles. Come on, please. Why? What's the QR code? Most people, at least you said hello. I was about to say most people usually just say hello when they first come in, but you at least did say hello. Welcome in. How are you? Do you stream? Is it your song? Is it a friend's song? Can you scan a QR code? Sounds a little sketchy. You could have said, could you play a song for me? And I still would have said no. But I at least would have said, you could put a link in the Discord and I'll listen to it after the stream, and then anybody else who wants to listen to it can listen to it after the stream. I just only play certain things during the stream because I want to make sure that I don't get hit by any DMCA or copyright regulations, because they're all ridiculously strict. So that's the only reason why it's a no. You're more than welcome to post the song link in the Discord. I don't know about the QR code, but I mean, I guess it would. Is it not on YouTube? You know what I mean? Like, can't just do like the song link. I've never heard anybody, yo, could you scan this QR code real quick? Like, it just sounds weird. You know what I mean? There is a fee. I'm sure you can cancel it unless there's a fee. I mean, if your problem is just that you're not a couple or a family, you can either like ask a friend or something to go, or you can just go yourself and say that like your brother was supposed to come but they didn't. They bailed on you. Like, just say like that they'll be here in a couple of hours, and then when they never show up, oh wow, I guess, you know, they got a car problems or something, you know. Like when you go to check in, just be like, oh, they're having some car problems, they should be here later though. And then when they never show up, oh well, whoops, you know. I don't think that's something to be super worried about. You could definitely figure something out. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, everybody has to, well, Bogdus, I don't care what it is. I don't open links from people who have been hanging out with me for a year. You know, it's nothing personal. It's really nothing personal. I don't care if you've been in here for a minute or a million minutes. You know, it's just, if I open up one person's shit on stream, then I have to open up everybody's shit on stream. And that's just not what I want to do. So it's not what I'm going to do. I apologize. But you're more than welcome to, you know, post the link or something of the song in the Discord if you would like. It's all love, brother. It's like I said, it's all love. If I talk to you afterwards and you tell me about the song and I like it, and if it's DMCA guideline approved, I'll even add it to the playlist on the stream if you want me to do that. Like, if it's a decent song and I enjoy it and it's not against any rules and regulations of anything. I prefer you open my shit off stream. OG's Dragon of Hatred, definitely. Can I say hotel name? I mean, it's probably bad to say the exact name just for, you know, personal reasons. I don't think it's relevant as well. I mean, I don't think I can stop you, and I don't think it's against terms of service as long as we're not, like, talking bad about them, which I don't think is an issue. They hit me for copyright for sing along with the songs that we're playing. I got the audio channels split, so it had to be for my singing. Damn, Navy Psychonaut. Yeah, I'm worried about that sometimes whenever I sing and shit. I'm definitely worried about that sometimes when I sing and shit. And as far as like bullying and shit, you know, even if you're like joking, you know, just saying something about like somebody singing, you know, it's one thing to be honest. You know, if somebody is trying to, you know, fucking blow out their voice and shit, you know, you can offer assistance without being an asshole. But like, to just like tell people that like they suck at singing, for example, like, I'm not a very great singer. It's something that I'm like self-conscious about, you know, but that's one of the reasons why, like, I'll sing and shit on the live. I'll just be goofy. I'll just parody it up. I have the sing mode thing. Like, it's strictly to stop giving a fuck, because I know that I give a fuck. I've been programmed to give a fuck, but why would I give a fuck? It's not like I'm over here trying out for American Idol. It's not like I'm like, oh my god, I think I have the greatest singing voice. I'm just having a good time. And if you think that sucks, that I'm just having a good time, and if I have a sucky voice, you don't have to fucking listen to it. You can walk over there, motherfucker. You can put some headphones in. I'm gonna sing anyway, chicken wing. You don't have them on. Hello, honey buns. I don't have what on? Stretchy McSkin, what's happening, homie? It's the coral. Gotcha. I'm driving towards something here. Is punishment to correct bad behavior. I'm driving towards something here. Is punishment to... What do you mean, Stretchy McSkin? Is punishment to correct bad behavior? I feel like it depends. That as a whole, I don't think I have enough to make a decision. You have to whisper. You have your whispers off. I don't have my whispers off. I shouldn't have my whispers off. See, I played 4 episodes of Salad Fingers and I didn't get a hit. Didn't get a hit? What are you talking about? I know Salad Fingers. Okay, it's done. Oh, you were talking about Insane Joel. I got you. I got you. I was confused. Yes, guys, we're talking about bullying today. What's going on, Stretchy McSkin? We talk about whatever you guys bring up to chat. We just have, like, an overall topic, just so that if I ever get to, like, a place where I don't know what to talk about, where my mind isn't just flowing freely, I've got something to anchor me. And the only reason I had mentioned, bullying was just because we've been talking a lot lately about emotions. And when Witchy Woman said in her live, just before mine, that bullying happens when people don't know how to control their emotions, so they project their hurt on other people, I knew I had to talk about bullying, because we've really been talking about emotions a lot the last couple of days, and that's one of the reasons, I've dealt with bullying, not, myself getting bullied per se, but I've gotten bullied. We've all gotten bullied one way or another, but I've seen a lot of other people get bullied, and I would interject myself. I would put a target on my back to let that person know that they weren't in this fight alone, that I wasn't going to just stand by and let a bigger kid pick on a smaller kid because he has daddy issues. No, if you want to pick on him, you're going to have to pick on both of us. I don't know who the fuck taught you that was cool, but it's not. Like, it's not about putting up with the shit. It's about confronting conflict, not fucking avoiding it. Like, you need to be willing to put people in their place when you feel like it needs to be done, but you also need to understand that you don't always have the right answers. But when it comes to bullying other people for, things that they can't control or things that they believe in, there's a gray route, a gray area.
You see that map, Maximus?
Yeah, definitely, Cindy. Same.
Which I created. For 25 years, I have conquered spilt blood.
Yeah, no copyright hit. You like it? Fuck a bully. I was bullied all through middle and high school. Negatively affected me my whole life. That I let people walk all over me. Don't. That's not me anymore. Now I'd really bust a head that get even talked down to. Definitely, Navy Psychonaut. I was even bullied by a couple of people, mainly because I would stand up for other people. Literally, when I moved to a new school, within my first 2 weeks, I was standing up for this kid that had apparently been getting bullied his whole fucking school career by this kid, and this kid was on the football team. So I fucking, at lunch, I was sitting at their table because I was friends with the one kid, not the kid that was getting bullied, but a different kid. And yeah, I didn't put up with that shit. I didn't put up with that shit. I don't care if you're bigger or badder than me. There's 2 of us, motherfucker. One of us are gonna kick you in the back of the kneecap, and then I'm gonna headbutt you in your motherfucking skull. Insane Jewel with a subscription. We're almost a year of sub-anniversary. What's going on, Insane Jewel? Thank you very much for the continued support. I'm about to check it out. Stretchy says, well, if it's to correct bad behavior so that you can be a better person in the future, then what's the point of spending eternity in hell? The never-ending punishment seems pointless if you cannot prove that you're better after the punishment. I'm not sure what point you're trying to prove here. I'm gonna have to try to reread this. Let me see. Let me read your first one first. I'm driving towards something. Is punishment to correct bad behavior? I would say punishment is a bully's way to correct bad behavior. None of us are judge, jury, and executioner. I'm not here telling you guys these things because I think that I know better and I'm holier than thou and you should listen. I'm here trying to help in any way that I can to anybody who wants to listen. Just bullshitting and being here for anybody who wants to be here. Because there are a lot of very fucking ridiculous punishments that we get faced with by people of authority our entire lives. You know, as kids we get hit, as adults we get fucking imprisoned and beaten and bullied and fucking mistreated and neglected. Like, I think that life is punishment, and we just gotta find the fucking good in it. So let me get back to, well, if it's to correct bad behavior so that you can be a better person in the future, then what's the point of spending an eternity in hell? I don't understand how the two relate, you know. The never-ending punishment seems pointless if you cannot prove that you're better after the punishment. Oh, I got you. Okay, now I get it. And I agree, Stretchy Mixkin. That's why I don't necessarily believe in the entire concept of religion, you know, with, you know, the eternity type of thing. I think what it really boils down to, Stretchy McSkin, and this is going to get a little, like, fucking interplanetary on you. I feel like, and, you know, Mal said this the other day, something similar to it, just this first part, that some souls, some people, first of all, we go beyond this physical fucking meat vessel. And if your fucking soul is just a dark, tainted husk of your fellow fucking, what your former whatever it used to be, and you're just an evil, you know, somebody who would massacre a school, that's somebody who is going to the darkest places in the universe, and I don't know what the fuck that even is. People like you and me who are fighting for survival, we're not going to hell. And if we are, we're not going to the fucking darkest, deepest, hottest level. You know, and if there is, then the just God that people talk about either doesn't exist, so this isn't a problem, or he is not so just. You're very correct, Stretchy Mixkin. That's something that I fully am with you on. This man got a full set of monitor tacos too. Monitor tacos? What do you mean? Taco Butt and Friends. Hello, Cock Culture. I was obese. Gotcha. I was chubby. I wasn't obese. Tell us about your day. Went to my 20-year class reunion with every intention of busting there. They didn't show up. That's probably why they didn't show up. They knew they had a lot of kids that were gonna come and just whoop their ass, or they were just so pathetic they didn't feel comfortable. They knew they were gonna get picked on. I just don't understand why it's only a QR code, but like, it kind of sketches me out. It sketches me out, like Cindy said. If anybody random comes in and sends a link and I can't tell that it's like obviously like a song link, I'm not touching it. It's nothing personal, but I just don't know you like that, you know? It's nothing personal. Like, you know, I don't know. So I feel most of the time I deserve punishment. Maybe I was not nice to this or that person. Maybe something I said, a time I lied or cheated in some way. Do I deserve all that's coming my way? Should I stand and fight against it, or build my wall and man my defenses? whichever is right in the moment. You know, sometimes when you feel like you're getting pushed back, it's all you can do to build a wall and man your defenses. But once the storm is over, you're gonna have to leave shelter and safety in order to deepen your mind, deepen your experiences, and grow as a better person. You have to be willing to leave behind things that you know, things that you thought were okay, to get yourself out there and truly become somebody who isn't going to get bullied. And I don't mean, you know, that you're ever gonna stop getting bullied, but I mean you can find a way to fucking put an end to it before it even starts. I don't get bullied. I don't allow it to happen. I can take a joke, I can make fun, but I'm not gonna deal with bullshit. Join messaged me when you did. Yeah, I appreciate it, Bogdus. Thank you, because I gotta go right now. It's 4 a.m. Damn. Bogdus, I appreciate your, like I said, at least saying hello. Some people just come in and are like, oh, hey, can you listen to this? And I'm like, I mean, can you put it in the Discord? So I appreciate you coming in, saying what's up. I think you even followed me, so thank you very much. I go live every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time, so like an hour and a half ago. But go get some sleep, my brother. I'm guessing at that rate you're probably over in Australia, I think, or something like that. So have a good night, my man. I will definitely check that out, and maybe I'll have an opinion for you tomorrow. You're welcome, Stretchy Mixskin. I hope I gave you what you were looking for. I hope that I understood the question and what you were asking of me. I try to just honestly, you know, when people come in and share something like that, even if it's something that like I have to reread and go over and double check in my head, even if I completely miss what they're going for, I try to give my 2 cents. And if it's not worth nothing to you, then feel free to give it right back, you know. But if you were at 98 cents and you were too short of $1, then you're fucking welcome. I just made that up, but that was fucking gold. Go to a dark place to make it back out stronger. Insane Joe. Okay, hold on. Fun fact, the hell of the Bible doesn't mean like a fire. The little transition is the grave. Oh shit. St. Joel says, I go to the dark place to make it back out stronger. It's okay to go there. Just don't forget to come back. Whatever you have been through, you can overcome. Your past does not make your future. It's in the past. It can no longer hurt or touch you. It's hurting you because you're allowing it to. Stop feeding energy to the negative entities, and they will no longer control you. And that's not to say that they're not going to come back to haunt you. But you need to be ready. You know, and if you don't truly face them, confront them, and forgive yourself for whatever you have fucking haunting you, then you're not gonna be ready when it does come back. When it comes back, you're gonna be like, oh, I remember you. Good to see you. That sucked. Too bad, so sad. Have a good day. You know, versus, oh, wow. I feel just as shitty as I did 15 years ago because I did this and this happened. Like, you know, at a certain point, you have to fucking let yourself fucking off the hook. That's something that I've heard Al say a few times and I really like. Revelations 20:14 says, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. If hell is a lake of fire, then how the hell are we casting hell into hell? Christians will tell you it's symbolic. Never forget, then building your walls to add a gate. Yep, there you go, Stretchy McSkin. I like that. Never forget when building your walls to add a gate. Don't know where you got that from, but that's a Stretchy McSkin original as far as I'm concerned. Thank you for that. You know, little nugget of knowledge. Amy Canna coming in. What's going on, sweet Canna? How are you feeling? We was just shouting you out earlier for helping us out with the first ever giveaway where our friend Philip was birthed. Philip has finally made an appearance. He was not being tortured in the basement. Cult Culture says, I got bullied last night. I was so effed up on her medicine. I just fell apart, couldn't think. Like, I'm good now. The that shit was insane. Huge shout out to Boog Knight, Jay Haddon, and the Snakes for being there and supporting me during craziness. That's crazy, Cock Culture, and for some reason, I feel like this shit, you can't get away from it. You know, I feel like this isn't the first time that I feel like you've had to deal with some complete bullshit. And it does fucking suck, but at this point, I would say that you're a fucking expert at it. And it doesn't make it better, but hear me out here. Like, just in the time I've known you, you have dealt with some incredible bullshit, and I'm sure that you've dealt with some bullshit that you can't even remember because of all of the other bullshit that you've had to deal with. You're a fucking pro at dealing with bullshit. A lot of you guys, a lot of us are pros at dealing with bullshit. You can't get worked up every time you see some bullshit because it's the same bullshit, different day. I kind of look forward to the bullshit because I like no bullshit, but I'm so good at dealing with bullshit that I can turn some bullshit into no bullshit. So I'm like, this is some cool shit. And Cock Culture, I think you're very good at turning some bullshit into some cool shit, if I am to be so, you know, in my humble but accurate opinion. You definitely do turn cool shit to bullshit to cool shit. Sorry, I was writing that down. That was bars. Bullshit to cool shit. I like that. Johanna coming back through, because I think you was here earlier with the raid, so I think you've been hanging out, Johanna. How you feeling? Keep trying to hide my nip. Hi, Zero. Hello, my taco boy. I guess I could take your taco off since you really haven't been hanging out. How come you don't come and hang out with me anymore? You know that it's attention that I like to give you, so you know that you're not annoying me anymore, so you just wait until after the live to get some time that's only yours. Crazy dog. Crazy dog. Make sure you guys take your meds today. We've got about another half an hour, and we're talking about bullying today to anybody who's just now tuning in. Still open to if anybody wants to bring up anything else. A lot of things we tie together. You know, the reason that we're talking about bullying is because we're tying it with some of the things with emotions that we've been talking about. One of the reasons as well that I always give you guys an option to give me ideas to, you know, for the lives isn't just to, you know, talk about things that you guys would want to talk about, but, you know, just because we were talking about emotions, you know, when I heard Witchy Woman say what she said, I immediately knew that that was something that I wanted to touch on. So, you know, if something like that happens to you guys and you hear something that just makes you think of us here, and it clicks and you want to, you know, go into either DM me or go over into the, you know, ideas and feedback of the Discord and give us an idea, you're more than welcome to do that. No pressure, you know. I don't care if I come in and I don't have a topic in mind. I usually try to decide in the morning because I feel like the times that I've decided at night, it's a little bit, it's not what's on my mind. You know, it's not what's fresh. It's not what's there, and it's a little bit harder for me to stay on track. I've noticed that, so that's one of the reasons. I know I was telling you guys the other day that I usually decide in the morning. Oh, got to give Zero a treat, which means the kitty cat will be not far behind. I'm also gonna have to get up and get some more water here in a minute, but fortunately, I won't have to do that right away. But just so you guys are prepared. If anybody's hanging out with us, throw some emotes in the chat. I appreciate all you guys for your time. In the near future here, we will definitely be trying to do some giveaways, guys. If you don't know, the wonderful Cinny is incredibly talented, and she actually created some taco merch. It's something that we decided to do just to try to help her get some of her work out there and help anybody who wanted to, you know, special order something taco related from her. They could, but, you know, beings that people didn't want taco related things, which I understand. It's totally cool. You know, no shade or hate. No shade or hate. No shade or hate. You know, I was planning from the jump that if she had made, you know, a couple of like prototypes or whatever and didn't, you know, get them sold, to do some type of giveaway with them. So if anybody is interested in giveaways, throw some emotes in the chat. Let me know if this is something that people are actually interested in, or if I'm just, you know, blowing smoke up my own ass. It's definitely just a way to get Cindy's work out there, and hook you guys up with some cool stuff. It's you know, the only benefit for me is the fact that it's a taco. But a taco could be a lot of things. So, you know, I appreciate it if it has anything to do with me, but, you know, I'm not getting any, you know, it's 100% of the proceeds, you know, for anything goes straight to the artist, you know, go straight to Cindy. I'm not looking to, you know, capitalize or anything. Does Falcor have treats? Well, not like that you could just give to, and the cat didn't come. That's why I told you, like, it becomes Link treats if he comes. I think he's just sleeping because he knows when Zero gets one, he gets one. So if he was around, he would have came. Oh, hi, Zero. Huh, you coming for round 2? You know, you smelled you got another one in here. That took you a little longer on that one than I thought it would. I'm gonna wait a minute to give you this one so that you stay with me. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. I'll do some work in trying to get him in here for you too, Cock Culture. My dad raised me to understand that bullying is performed by those who are weaker than me. They bully me because they are threatened and or jealous of me. I get a major ego boost and love the extra attention. That's a good point, Stretchy McSkin, and in most situations, I would say that that is very correct. I would say that that is very correct. So I think that that's a good sentiment. You know, I definitely think that that's a good sentiment. Apparently, we're getting a phone call. Our music is stopping. I don't understand how... I don't have that number saved. I don't understand how I can turn on Do Not Disturb mode, and it disturbs me. Do you guys understand this? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Come up here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, Link. Here goes Zero. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Come on. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Jump up. Come on. You can jump. You're not that old. Come on, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on. Come on. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. The reason is emergency calls. Well, that wasn't an emergency call. Link is more chill. He can give or take a treat. Zero, on the other hand, is always ready for a treat. I knew if I called Link. Zero, you still have a treat right there that's half. Link, I have your treats right here. I just want you to come over here so the people can see you. You can see. Hey, back up. Zero, back up. Leave him be, Zero. Zero. Back up. These are kitties. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I don't think he likes these ones as much as some of the other ones. I think I might just be into pitching these ones. The end of the bag, anyway. This is little kitty Link. This is Zero. For anybody that doesn't know, we usually spend a good amount of time with the animals in the first half of the live, but some days they just don't really have the will to be in the first half, so they come and mess around in the second half. That's why sometimes we'll start the conversation a little sooner. I always like to kind of leave like the first 30 minutes and the last 30 minutes are always just kind of you know, check up on everybody, warm up to everything, see how everybody's been doing, see if there's anything that is going to take the conversation elsewhere, you know, something that's important for anybody else to talk about before we get into whatever topic. You guys are getting some full-on sexy taco today. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky. Cock Culture definitely getting some taco gear. Oh shit. Yeah, you know, there might not even, Cindy might have to special order some shit. Might have to special make shit for giveaways if people are actually interested in taco gear. in the Discord, there is a merch section, and that's pretty much just where Cine, has posted those. Megan has made some stickers, so if anybody's interested in stickers, you could always reach out to Megan. But yeah, Cine has handcrafted items already, and if you have something in mind, whether it's taco related or otherwise, you can get whatever you want made. That's the coolest part. It's all definitely 100% up to you what you guys want to do. This is just, like I said, my way of trying to show as much love and support as I can to Cine, because I can only do so much from the position that I'm in currently, but the least that I can do is try to hook up some of the people who like to come and watch my channel with some of the stuff that Cine made, in reference to what I've got going on over here. Just turn airplane mode on and then Wi-Fi back on. Oh, there you go, Dragon of Hatred. I didn't know that would work. I get Facebook and Discord messages, but no calls. Oh, okay. Look at link all slimmed down, right, Johanna? It's awesome. Ooh, just flicked a spider off of me. Weedy Mountain Dew, how are you? Weedy Mountain Dew. I didn't even see anybody come in here named Weedy Mountain Dew. Currently killed with fear, and you're itchy. Oh God. Stretchy says parents are supposed to raise their kids with proper tools and weapons to live happy in life. As well as I was raised, I always found it easier to help others than help myself. I agree wholeheartedly, Stretchy McSkin, and you'll find the more people you talk to, the more people feel the same way. And that's why I feel like it just makes sense that helping other people and it, having the ability to make you feel a little bit better is all the more reason you need to do good things. I don't think that there's a problem with that. I think that if helping people makes you feel good, then good. Good. Because some people don't feel good when they help people. They only feel good when they're selfish and they take care of the few that they deem important. So, if you truly try to take care of people, and try to help people and try to be there for them, figure out where you toe your line and figure out if maybe there's some areas that you've been led astray. Because I feel like we've all been led astray in one way or another, and we end up fighting over stupid shit like politics and shit that really doesn't matter at all. Let's make sure I'm caught up. Link is so damn handsome. Merch, Discord. I need a flamethrower. Mountain Dan. Mountain Dan. Hello, Mountain Man. Oh, she said Mountain Dew. Mountain Dan. Now I got it. I was looking for Mountain Dew. Very good about it being... Right? I would be freaking the fuck out. Damn, Dragon of Hatred. Beautiful blueberry muffin. That is Cine Sin. It has been a minute since you have been seen. Maney, Maine, Maney, 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 Maine. I always stood up for the little ones in school. I always been a big guy, and I always protected my friends and others that couldn't. I'm a bully to the bullies, and I make sure they know what it is to feel fear. Insane Joel, a lot of us are the same. I would venture to guess that a lot of us, especially a lot of us who won't stand up for ourselves as much as we would stand up for other people. At a certain point, you have to start fighting for yourself, standing up for yourself, because you're the only person that's going to. Some of us don't bother other people with our problems because we feel like that's all we're doing, bothering them with our problems. But that's not what it's about. It's about allowing people who want to be there for you, allowing them to be there for you. And there's going to be countless times where they're not there, where you're not going to be able to pull out your phone and say, hey, I'm feeling pretty this today, and you're going to have to rely on yourself. So in the moment where you have somebody who wants to listen and you feel like sharing, just allowing them to help might give them a completely new sense of fucking being. Like, I was trying to be better about my physical and mental, like, view of myself, but I always thought that it was fucking god-awful. And just having the ability, just not even having, I don't have any fucking special abilities, guys. I have no special abilities in, like, the fact of that I'm talking about right now, at least, in, like, helping people. Like, I just listen, and I just try my best to be there, like I would want somebody to be there for me. And I do no more and no less. You know, if somebody gives me a certain type of energy, sometimes I'll return it. But I've just been like that for a long time, you know, just like Joel said. He's been helping people since elementary school, middle school, who were getting bullied. You know, I was the same exact way. And those of us who have been in those situations, Joel, there's no fucking secret that you are just a giving individual, that you would give somebody the shirt off their back. And a lot of this stems from standing up for people in the past. And we'll help other people, but we won't do what it takes to help ourselves. And that's why it's important that, as much as, you know, sometimes you feel like, oh shit, you know, I don't want to talk to anybody, people suck, blah, blah, blah. It's not a bad thing to have people there for you. Because sometimes, no matter if you have a million people around you, sometimes you'll feel like you're desolate and alone, and you've got to be the one to fucking pull yourself back out of the abyss. So let me keep catching up in the chat here. I know that I'm close-ish. I'll at least do a quick skim. If I miss anything that was important, put it back in. All's well. What up? Typing with my left arm ain't my strong point. Dude, I feel that. Finally deposited my check. There you go, Cock Culture. Love the stream. I got to ride out. We'll catch you soon. Stretchy McSkin, wherever you're at. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody. Be on the lookout for Dr. Three Balls live on TikTok. Live care and action daily. Oh shit, really? 3 balls. I'll have to make sure I'm checking out for that. Having a great day. Probably gonna gain. Oh, nice Mountain. Mountain Dan. Nice Insane Joel. My favorite fight I've ever been in was beating the crap out of the asshole who was picking on the blind kid in our class. I decked him and shoved him in the mud. Good. Good for you. Good for you. Standing up for somebody, guys. If you've never stood up for somebody, if you never stood up for yourself, and you don't want to, you don't think that you would be able to stand up for yourself, try standing up for somebody else. Might not go the best, but it feels pretty good. You might get punched in the face, and that won't feel too good, but just knowing that you did something right, that feels good, you know. And if not, if doing good things doesn't just feel good, you might be going to hell. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. I'm munching on some grub. Was going to go game myself, but Gilgamesh came on, and I had to pop by the homies. Mountain Dan, thank you for thinking of us. Shout out again to Ao Mao for the new music that he's been releasing, and to the live that we're going to be going to in 10 minutes, guys. It's been 50% of my playlist. I've mentioned him once or twice, but we're getting ready to raid over to Ao Mao Music, so if you have anything to add to wrap up, if I missed anything, I'm just about caught up in the chat. It looks like I just have a few more messages. So this is where we say goodbye. This is where we get ready to head out. If you've been lurking and you can get close enough to the keyboard to throw some emotes, let me know that you've been listening, just so that I know who's been getting my message today. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. But I end abruptly at noon to take care of myself farthermore than I already have this morning. Take care of the animals farthermore than I already have this morning. And, you know, continue getting ready for my day. Continue seeing, you know, what today's going to throw in front of me. As somebody who has had to take such a systematic approach to life for so long, it's been nice to have the mental capacity to almost kind of be able to assess the day and proceed as I see fit. And that can only get better with time, so we're going to continue. Let's see here. Just realized I never said I was lurking. Oh, no, not a problem, Pika. Big love to our Weedy Mountain Dew. I got a nice... I just like hearing Madeline Taco say Weedy Mountain Dew. Got a nice ring to it. I have literally held a man in a non-lethal hold and kept telling him to let it go. He was attempting to beat me up, and he bit more than he could bite, but I knew he was hurting, so I let him cry his frustration out. In the end, he became one of my closest friends, and we still talk to this day. Exactly, Insane Joel. You know, if you can approach a situation in a way that isn't going to resort to a burnt bridge to an enemy, you know, we have enough forces against us. I don't think I'm trying to argue with fucking Napoleon Syndrome Mike over here, you know, who's just upset because, you know, his height isn't the only thing that's not up to par. No, I'm just being an asshole, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not trying to make enemies with people who are fighting the same fight that I am, because keeping people separate is exactly how the other people win, you know? Favorite fights? Definitely the time I beat up my school bully within an inch of his life. There you go, Mountain Dan. My favorite fight that I was ever in, it wasn't really a fight because it required me punching this kid that bullied me for a few years in the face a couple of times, and he ran away crying. But he was so tall that I had to stand up on my tippy toes to hit him. And it was fucking hilarious to see the commotion and watch him run and watch me chase after him and then get held back by like half the classroom, because not half the classroom, but by like these fucking two kids. I'm not gonna fucking act like I was bigger and badder than I was, but like these two kids that were like my friends and stuff, like not like my friends, but like were friendly enough that just like didn't want to fucking have me get in any trouble, like, because he deserved it. He had it coming. Like, I can get away with punching someone in the face a couple times. You can get away with hitting somebody if they deserve it. Usually they have to hit you first. And I don't recommend just punching your bullies. But only because we're not kids anymore and you'll go to jail. If we were still 17, we'd be having a different conversation right now. Yes, Insane Joel, that's a very good story. Taco Merch from Cindy, would you like to do some giveaways? Cock culture. If you are referring to doing something like you would like to like sponsor a giveaway, yes, that would be amazing. I don't really feel comfortable asking people to do that, but I know that it's something that, you know, I would like to start, you know, asking in the future once I start taking this more of a, you know, thing where that would be, you know, the fact of the matter is, guys, you know, when I start getting better, when I get cleared to work, I'm going back to work. And I'm still going to stream. But if I were to be able to have, you know, certain people that would, you know, sponsor certain things, certain events and things like that, then the amount that I would have to work would vary. Obviously, I think no matter what, I would still, you know, work. Just to not have to rely on other people. But yeah, so cock culture, if you know, sponsoring a giveaway or two is something that you were interested in doing, I would totally be fine with that. That's definitely something that we could talk about in the DMs. If anybody else is interested in anything like that, feel free to let me know. Obviously, you know, we still have the donate link in there. Don't give anything to me if you are sponsoring a giveaway, so to speak, cock culture, because that's going to go straight to Cindy. You know, it'll cover whatever costs and shipping. That's pretty much how that'll work out. You know, if somebody wants to buy something from Cindy, you know, and cover the, you know, item, cover the cost or whatever and shipping, it's going to completely go to Cindy. I don't want any piece of that other than just connecting amazing people who have shared their life with me to an amazing artist who has done nothing but show love to the world since I've known her. So that's the deal. Yeah, that would be very cool. And I would hope that you would be getting some for yourself as well, Cock Culture, because you seemed pretty excited. Dang, Cock Culture. I'll have to hear that story on a fucking non-live basis. Need a drink. I'll be back. Sounds good, Mountain Dan. By the time you come back, we may be rated. We've got about 4 more minutes. So, again, guys, if you want to say goodbye, want to show some love, now's your chance. But it's not goodbye. It's I'll see you in 30 seconds once, you know, we actually leave. If anybody, the reason I put my tip link in there is if anybody wants to help with the cat. Shout out to anybody who has helped with the cat's bills. It has been honestly the difference between literal life and death. He doesn't have any extra expenses now except for the expensive food, which the one he needs is actually not on Amazon. There's a few other ones that are similar, but I haven't decided. I didn't check. I didn't like compare prices yet. And I also don't know if I want to risk everything that we've put into it over saving a few cents on a different brand of, or a different type of, you know, food. So that's something that I need to look into and stuff. Like I said, it's definitely a little jet lagged, fucking whatever. I didn't fly, but from the visit with my grandpa, so this whole last week was kind of like a fever dream, but I'm thinking that this week is going to go a little bit better. Not that last week went poorly. It actually went quite well. It was just hard to remember stuff. It was confusing. It was a lot on me physically, but I feel okay enough. I feel good. So somebody smells like they don't know scripture. What do you mean, Pika? Oh my goodness. St. Joel says, those calls really sucked and break our hearts. I miss helping people, but I had made an arrest on a commissioner's son for narcotics at DW. He told me he would. Am I getting another call? Well, that's definitely says scam likely, so we're going to avoid that one. This call's really sucked. He told me he would. In 30 minutes, he was right. Sergeant made me drop all charges, and I was punished for doing my job. So I registered and made sure I told them about corruption and how they were. Wow. Damn, Insane Joel. Good, good. Do an Amazon wish list. That is something that I have considered putting together, that I have kind of messed with, that, you know, I'll probably share with you guys in the future. So thank you, Cindy, for the idea, and anybody who has, you know, given me any ideas or anything like that. I appreciate it. And don't forget, if anybody hasn't heard about my friend Danny's, you know, situation, I'll share his story in the Discord. I was supposed to do it last week. Again, I know it's still in there and stuff. You know, I don't have to put it in again, but at this point, it kind of got pushed back. So I'm going to post that in there again. If anybody wants to at least help him share his story, would be appreciated. I forget exactly when the like date was, but I think it was sometime this month or next month, so I don't remember exactly. But you know, just word of mouth. It's, you know, that's all that I can ask from you guys for, you know, that kind of thing. Beings that the medical side is already done for Link. You know, I'm not going to try to push you know, my stuff, but you know, I'll try to help out Danny, and I'll try to help out Cindy and stuff. You know, that's something that is just natural to me. Sorry you had to deal with that corruption. The city I worked for was corrupt in its own way. I mean, our city manager also played a role in Chief for a minute, but I hate that you experienced that. It's crazy the level of corruption that is out there, and to know that we have people among us who have seen it firsthand, and that it still just goes unpunished. You know, it almost makes you lose hope. But it really shows you how deep it runs, and how much I feel like you just have to fucking come to the fight with something more than your fists and weapons. You know, you have to be willing to fucking run your mouth and do it effectively, not just cause more fucking unrest. Yo, How Music, good morning, my man. I hope you're doing well. we're just saying goodbye as always in the last 10 minutes. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, my beautiful people. But if you miss me, if you miss some of the amazing references and music that we've listened to today, the party does not have to stop. Just stay here and you will be greeted by another amazing man. Slightly more schnoz, slightly more handsome, slightly more woke. So I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I hope that you enjoyed our talk about bullying. I hope that if you guys were hanging out with green-eyed witchy woman this morning, that you show her some love. And if you weren't hanging out with her, that you show her some love. She comes and raids into me, shows me love so much. So, and she was, responsible. Her quote, "Children who don't know how to control their emotions project their hurt on other people." That was what inspired me to talk about bullying today. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for joining me. As soon as I get word that the bird is the word, then that's where us nerds are going to be going. Shout out to my talk hoes. There it is, guys. I will see you later. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day.
Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. And I've accepted it. Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. Damage, damage, goods. I will build this bridge and get over it.
Yeah. We all been through something. And I can tell you, I am definitely damaged. Damaged goods. Yeah, you know it. Check it. I'm damaged goods, return to sender. Many people will not remember what I be coming with, but I'm running quick on the microphone, and my stomach's sick, and I be pushing until there's nothing up in it. I could do this for more than another minute, and I could do this for hours, and I could open my chest, open heart surgery. I'm hopeless bet. I'm a hopeless romantic, because I know that I'm gonna be doing this, and it's tragic. I have to be doing this and I'm married to game. And you just see how it happens, well I had to carry it weight. I carry the weight on my back in my mind. I have to do this in the back of my mind. I have to tell myself to keep on pushing forward. Every time a dot wave, I know I'm damaged goods. And I've accepted it, I'm damaged goods.